Welcome to Thriving Tribesmen. My name is Kuri, your host, and I'm excited to be making this episode. This is the final and last part of how to communicate your sexual value. In fact, today we're going to be talking about sexual intent. Now, it's a little bit different from what we talked about yesterday, which was disqualifying yourself sexually. And disqualifying yourself sexually, it's got a catapult effect. What does that mean? Is that when you pull a catapult, you pull it back, but it then goes, whatever you're trying to shoot will go further than the point where you've pulled it from. And really, this is why by taking yourself away from those sexual interactions, or at least disqualifying yourself from those sexual interactions, it's going to force her to then want to chase you after you, which is a change of the dynamic when it comes to sexual attraction. And that's how you create sexual value within those interactions. So hopefully that made sense yesterday, and just recapping over that. And now, while you are disqualifying yourself, when you do get into a sexual interaction, most guys tend to wait and watch and wait for that opportunity for them to get a green light. And this is, again, very lowering in terms of a sexual value standpoint. So if you're moving along within attraction into seduction, if she's completely cold, which is not interested in sex, and you've managed to move her into warm, where she's okay. You've done the sexual disqualification. She's now invested into the sexual interaction, and she's feeling good about that investment. And she's now moved into warm, or at least moved into warm and wanting to move into hot. You have to be showing sexual intent and be unapologetic for your sexual intent. Most guys will sort of see the change and then will sort of wait and second guess. A lot of it is influenced by the fact that you've been rejected, and I totally get that. And a lot of it is more about avoiding rejection rather than actually showing your sexual desire and your sexual intent, and showing her that she's desirable and you want her. So I know it's in conflict with what I said before, but it's how you move within her chasing after you, and then you actually showing that yes, you desire her, which is the nuance of seduction and attraction. And really, when you start separating the two, you have to separate the two, because they're two entities. Or when it comes to attraction, that's where you're getting it to like you, and then when it comes to seduction, that's when you're showing your sexual intent that it's now happening. So you're actually moving things along. And within seduction, she's more inclined to be compliant, which means that you are actually leading in that interaction. So this is why the sexual intent is important. Most guys drop the ball on this bit here, that you've actually managed to get her to like you. You've managed to get her to chase. You've managed to get her to the point where she's sexually interested, and she's now waiting for you to lead. But then you take a back seat waiting for her to lead because you're afraid of getting rejected. And this is one of the major things, especially when it comes to when most guys get the fact that you can move things along in terms of she's cold, you move things along, she's attracted and she's interested, and she's now doing everything that you want in terms of investment. When it's now time to pull the trigger, you've got no balls to pull the trigger, just for lack of a better term. You just tend to lose it when it's time to pull the trigger. And again, this is you showing sexual intent. So, and what might this look like is generally when I'm trying to think of an example. Like one time I was flirting with my wife continuously, and it got to the point where things were like just really, really hard. But we were getting ready to go for a wedding, and the crazy part about it was that she was getting ready. We were all sorted, but we just got to that point where things were really ready to go. Now, most people would have looked at that situation that she's dressed, she's got her hair done, and so on. So there's no way she's going to say yes. But I thought it was game on, so I just went for it. And before you know it, we were getting it on. And as soon as we got it on, I remember the bad part about it is that I didn't realize that anyways, in the end of getting it on, I'm not going to go and share any more details more than that. But it was those situations where the sexual intent made the things move forward to the way we wanted to go. So again, this is one of the most important parts when it comes to communicating sexual value. Then you have to look at it from the places that we've talked about, some of the things that we talked about. Now recap that for you so we can get it to the point where it's nice. So the first part is scarcity. That scarcity will only work if you're already somebody who's being, when you're around, you're a source of fun, you're a source of enjoyment, you're a source of calm, and it's just pleasant to be around. And you can see that works within the attraction side of things. You're getting her to like you. She'll like you more when you can do those things. And then you couple that with being able to do stuff for yourself where she misses that environment that you've been creating. And then on top of that, when she does move into sort of sexual investment, she's been programmed for many years to give you low social investment, in sexual investment. So you have to be non-reactive so she can increase her investment so that, again, she can see value into what you're doing. And then last but not least, when she does show you, when she invests a lot and she's now in the point where she wants to have sex, or at least gives you the indication that she's moved from warm to hot, you have to take the lead and show a sexual intent. So this is how you have to look around it. And when it comes to communicating sexual value, this becomes incredibly powerful in terms of communicating that and doing that effectively. So I just wanted to point that out and get you guys excited about moving things along in terms of communicating sexual value. And I'm pretty sure there's nowhere else on the internet you'll be able to find information like this. So in order to get even deeper, like I said, at the moment I'm just showing you guys overview. We can actually dive in a lot deeper than we are going right now. We've got a free training that is going to show you 3 things that you can show you that can move you from sexless to sexual success, in things that you can implement straight away into your relationship. We've got a free training. It's called the Ultimate Attraction into Seduction Playbook. So you go there. In fact, if you want to get that training, I want you to go to www.thrivingtribesmen.com/free training, and that will take you there. And there'll be a link within the description, or at least you can copy and paste it. You'll see the information about how you can get your hands onto that course. At least you can see that free training is going to take you through exactly what you need to move your relationship from sexless to sexual success. So thank you very much, guys. Hopefully you're going to have a good weekend. Thank you very much. Take care.